Hey everyone, Solon here for WynnStrength. On today's video, I wanted to talk about what to do with your arms and hands during an SS Yoke barbell squat, or the SSB barbell squat, SSB squat. From my perspective, there's no real single right way to do it. The right way is going to depend on what you're trying to achieve by doing the SS Yoke barbell squats. There's definitely a wrong way, and that's to have it off balance and slide off your back. But for obvious reasons, we can rule that out as an option. You really only have three options for when you're performing the SS Yoke squat. And that is, you're either going to pull the handles closer to you, you're going to push them up, or you're going to pull them forward. You can't really do much else. Your elbow placement is going to be dependent on your squat stance. Obviously, things are going to run into other things because your hands are at the front. If you have a narrow stance, you kind of won't be able to do a narrow elbow positioning. And conversely, if you have a wide stance, you won't be able to stick your elbows out because your elbows are going to run into your thighs at some point. So given those three different positions for your arms, what should you do? So if you want to pull the barbell, if you want to pull the handles closer to you, the reason for doing that would be to increase your upper back tightness activation during a squat. So if you're having issues with upper back looseness or upper back weakness during a squat, pulling them forward to you is going to help activate that, much like it's kind of like you're doing a row as you do a squat at the same time. So that's one reason for doing that. If you want to push the handlebars up, that's going to augment where the weight is. So obviously, if you can see from the side, the weight's at an angle or a camber away from the center of gravity. So as you push those handlebars up, the weight is actually going to move a bit more forward, much more like a front squat positioning, where the barbell is, where the center of gravity is in front of your body rather than behind the body. That's going to help you obviously stick to a more upright positioning if that's what your training outcome might be. If you're worried about shear forces on the spine for some reason and you want to maintain a more upright back, pushing those handlebars up is going to help you maintain that more upright back without throwing you off balance. And finally, pulling them forward, all you're going to do there is let the handlebars kind of get into a nice balanced position on your back, and rather than think of changing the angle of where those handles are, simply pull them forward and pull them tighter into your back. And that's kind of going to be that middle ground scenario where you don't really have a specific goal for what you want to do with the SSB squat. This is my like standard way of performing the SSB squat, is to just pull the handlebars forward to create a bit more upper back tightness, but maintain that neutral weight placement on the center of gravity as you perform the SSB squat. So hopefully that helps you with your training with the SS Yoke barbell. Again, give the three options a go. I don't generally stick to one for the entire time I use SSB. I'll change it up over the course of the year because SSB squats are make up a pretty significant chunk of my training year. So rather than only performing them one way, I like to vary it up. Some months I'll pull the handlebars down, some months I'll push the handlebars up, and the other times I'll be pulling them forward. So you're getting that good variety over the course of the training year. Again, not one single way is right. It's only right depending on what your outcomes are. Hopefully that helps you with your use of the SSB barbell. This has been Solon from WynnStrength, and remember, a better life through strength.